please?
Wouldn't it be great if he was from Tonga? Because he could say, I'm Ponga from Tonga.
Yeah, that would be good.
Ponga from New Zealand doesn't sound as good.
Anybody like some pound cake?
I just wanted to give a shout out to Mike and Sav's Supercoach podcast.
Like some
And welcome back to the Mike and Sav Show podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Savage, the coach of the Savage Turbos. I'm joined here by Jake, the coach of She's My Cherry Pie. How are you, Jake?
I'm good after a rough week, which was made worse by losing my bold prediction.
Yes, we'll touch on that in a second. Mikey's not here, but he's going to call in about probably 15 minutes in your ears. Shout out to the Bella Vista Hotel for letting us hire this studio. If you want to hit them up or hit us up, and we can organise for you to do your own podcast here if that's of interest to you. So shout out to Bella Vista Hotel. We'll put the link in the description. So let's start off. With our bold prediction. So from last week, we're going to go old school Mike and Sav show here. What we used to do was if we failed our bold predictions, we would eat a chili. So yes, we're going to eat a chili to start off the show, and we're going to do the rest of the show with chili in our mouth. And I'm pretty white, so chilies are no good.
I'm also very white.
Yeah, so chilies are no good for my taste buds, and I'm not very accustomed to it. So I think we'll start off with Mike's bold prediction. Let's have a look.
Got one. Mike Acevo, I'm not playing him this week, and he's actually going to score a try and score 70 plus against the Storm.
So he did score a try, but he only scored 69 points. So he would have been in line to eat a chili today, which is, it's devastating. I feel like he's purposely got out of this one.
Yeah, but it's all right. Next week he'll have a doubly hot chili for sure.
For sure. So this was your bold prediction.
Go Jordan Pereira 90 plus with a try.
Yep.
So
wasn't even close.
So you got him in. He obviously didn't score a try, but what did he end up on?
He only got 30 points. It was a stinker.
Yeah, that's no good.
Should have went the other wing.
So here's your chili. Don't eat it just yet. We'll wait to hear mine, and then we'll eat it together. Here we go. Zach Lomax, 120 plus.
Ooh, it's gone big.
Yeah.
So I kept the captaincy on him. He did okay, but no dice. So here are our chilies. For the Facebook fans, we've got our bottle of water, but I think we probably got to eat it before we down some water. So here's our doggy bag to put our chilies in. So bottoms up.
Yep.
Not that bad yet.
Nah.
Oh, okay, I swallowed a bit.
Not the worst. I think we've gone light for our first go.
Yeah. We're an ASMR podcast right now.
Yes, eating food.
I'll tell you what, it's not that bad. My tongue is...
There's quality viewing for you guys, watching two blokes struggle with chili.
And if you're not actually watching the video, you can't even see what's going. Oh yeah, that's kicking in.
What a stupid idea.
We thought we'd do this at the start of the podcast so you guys could just laugh at us for dealing with the rest of the podcast, but geez. Let's put some intermission music on for a second.
Real life stories from hospitality trenches.
Join Pete and the Hospo X team with weekly special guests as they pull back the curtains on life in the hospitality industry, covering the thrill.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's not getting any better.
No, it's not.
My tongue is on fire. Anyway, Jake, how'd you go on the weekend, Jake?
Got 12.24, which looking at things was, I'd say, about around average. That was mainly due to Ponga not having a massive score as he projected to. It did hurt that I kept Mansour on the bench, which was painful. I looked at it last time he versed Cronulla and Penrith put 56 on us and scored 29 points. So I thought, let's go someone else. Went George Williams and it was about a 90-point difference. So that one hurt definitely.
It seems like you're playing the wrong people on the wrong week.
He's still struggling over there.
Oh, geez, my tongue is on fire. I actually had a really good week. 12.93. I beat Mike again. So I'm coming back.
And just to Mike, he had a bit of quite a stinker this week.
Yeah, so he's gone down to 247, which is, I mean, I laugh at him on the Mike and Sav's Facebook page post, but really, that's not good for the show. We want him to land in the top 10. But anyway, I scored 12.93. I went up from 8,600 to 6,000.
So there's still some ground to be made, I guess.
For sure. With 12.93 as well, like you would have expected 1,350 to 1,400 to get you.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, guys, for having the chili at the start of the podcast because the quality of the podcast is just going to be so bad from here.
Oh, I don't know. Bad from us, but I reckon the listeners at home are absolutely loving it. I know my mates were keen from last week. They wanted my prediction to come through, to lose out. So I had to eat chili, and I bet they're pissing themselves laughing right now.
So I didn't play Sevo, as I said last week, which was a bit of a stinger considering Johnson was ruled out the next day. Had to play Bo Firma, 41. Not awful, not the best. And then Mansour turning up really hurt me. But Latrell Mitchell and Damien Cook on the Saturday night, absolute saved my week and made me have a good week. So 12.93 with Latrell there. He's coming along nicely as a super coach option.
Yeah, but he's still sort of the player that you're going to play on good matchups.
Yeah.
I mean, the base is not there. I think it was 15 to 20 in base every week. So,
yeah.
I mean, this week he's got a tough matchup. I don't know if are you playing him this week? Or
Yeah, I'm actually playing him because I think, one, who was out, Taumalolo's out. So, I feel like, I'm playing him. I think that they'll give Parramatta a run for their money as well. But I'm not confident. I actually think that he'll follow up a week like that, not trying as hard. Like he always builds up to a big score, and then it's like a roller coaster. So he'll go straight back down, and then he'll build up for another big game.
Well, I looked at South Straw, and they've got, I think, Para and Melbourne, but then they have 2 easy games. So, I mean, I initially planned to trade out Latrell this week, but he goes and scores 140, so I'm obviously going to keep him. And then, in 2 weeks' time, he's got a dream draw for 2 games. So, and then during finals time, so I'm holding him and won't play him this week. Probably not next week either, but definitely down the road. Yeah,
very, very good. It's good that you have depth, so you can play him on matchups. And I feel like there will be people that are trying to get him in this week, possibly.
Yeah, I've saw him. He's on the trade in. Oh. Not high up, but there's a fair few trading him in this week.
Oh, your eyes are watery.
Yeah, probably going red. Probably can't see that there. But, my nose is running.
Yeah. Well, it's good for Rona season. So Latrell. Moving on to your trades. What are your trades for this week?
My trades this week. Cody Walker's going for me. Similar thing to Latrell Mitchell. Tough run for South Sydney. So he's going for, at the moment, it's going to be Kyle Flanagan. Roosters played the Broncos. Last time he played the Broncos, I think he scored 118. And he kind of fits into my... He's relatively cheap half for what he can, I guess, produce goal kicking, so he could get 70 goals. But he sort of fits in with my plan for next week to bring in another half 5'8" Julian, possibly Dylan Brown. And I've looked at their fixtures and they sort of rotate quite well to the end. The reason I have to do that is because I'm still stuck with Anthony Milford in 5'8", so it's impossible to get rid of him. My other trade, Lolo, I'm getting rid of Lolo. 4 weeks out, I think he's got to go, and he's the most traded out for good reason, and I'm bringing in John Bateman.
I think Bateman is a very suitable option. Obviously, I think he's the obvious option for a lot of people.
Well, there's other ones, when we probably get to the most traded in, like Maddo, and I think unless people don't have Maddo, they're going to bring Maddo in before Bateman.
Yeah. I actually already have Madison, which is, it's a bit of kick in the guts because he's quite cheap now, but a lot of the people trading in Madison didn't get his 115 last week. So quite even out there. I've actually gone Tamalolo to Smith via Cameron McInnes. So I've pushed McInnes up to my second row. It was always my plan to get Smith back. And it was the reason I got in McInnes because I didn't have to swap hooker for hooker. I was able to do a swap with one of my second rowers. So that worked out quite well. And I've nuffed out to Noah Brown. So my team is actually set up. It's going to be set up that I'm going to have a top 18, 19, and I'm going to have no auto emergency nightmares.
Yeah.
So in the next couple of weeks, my plans will be to nuff out Firma, upgrade Talakai, and then nuff out Jackson Paulo. And then my bench will consist of all nuffs and quality options.
Well, we know Mikey won't like that idea because he's not too fond of the nuff idea. But it's a thin amount of plays to go on towards the end, especially if you're in leagues and you need to kind of maybe do a late switch to try and
I agree.
get a heads
I
up.
do have 5 trades left, so I think I'll have 1 trade left to finish out the season.
Fair.
So to run for injuries, I think the way I'm going about it right now is the way I'm most comfortable with because this week I need to win the cash comps that I'm in. I'm kind of on the fringe of a lot. Yeah. There's some where I could fall out of the top 8 and there's some where I'm quite comfortable in there. So I feel like whilst I am an overall player, my head-to-head comps, I think that's the way I got to approach it because I can win money off the head-to-head comps and I can't win money overall at the moment.
True that.
Unless I get a weekly score, which is very, very unlikely. Yes, so very good. Let's move on to the top traded in.